Hey everyone, it's Nick from Leupold. So here we're going to measure our sight height of our scope. This is the information you're going to want to know if you're getting a CDS dial. We ask you for that information when you're filling out the sheet, or maybe you're inputting the information about the gun into a Kestrel or some ballistic app like that. It's just a good piece of information to know. So here's how you do it. Obviously, the first thing we're going to want to do is make sure the rifle is clear, doesn't have any ammo, mag in. I'm going to give it a visual inspection. We're clear, we're good to go. So measuring the sight height is super simple. All we're doing is measuring from the center of the barrel to the center of the scope. There's a couple little tricks and ways you can do it to make it easier. One way is to take a tape measure and just measure from the center of the bolt to the center of the windage dial right there. The way I like to do it is to measure up here. I'm going to measure from the front part of the action, and I'm going to use the center part of the rings right there as my center point. Looks like I'm 2 1/4. You're going to have anywhere on a bolt gun from 1.5 inches to 2.5 inches. Those are your standard heights. So that takes care of measuring sight height on a bolt gun, and I'll show you how to do it on an AR as well. So now we have our AR here, and we're going to measure the sight height for this setup. It's very similar to the bolt gun. Of course, first thing we're going to do, going to make sure it's clear, bolts locked back, on safe, good to go there. You can do it from the middle of the bolt to the middle of the windage dial. But what I like to do, I like to come over here to the handguard a little bit. I'm going to go center of the handguard to the slot that's where the ring top and the ring bottom meet. That gives me a nice clear line. Looks like I'm about 2 3/4 inches high. Your measurements for an AR setup is usually going to be anywhere from 2.5 to 3 inches. So now that you know your sight height, you can get a CDS dial, you can plug it into a ballistic calculator, use that information however you want. If you're still having trouble getting your sight height, you can call 1-800-Leupold and one of our tech service reps can walk you through it.